Hi, everyone. I just wanted to share something that I find so helpful for me during times of high stress. And I hope that this would be helpful for you as well. And so when you're in a situation, whether you're at work or maybe a relationship problem or whatever kind of problem you're in, and it's causing you to have a lot of stress and you're tempted to become very anxious or start panicking, or maybe you might be tempted to have an angry outburst. During those times, you don't have time to maybe fold your hand, bow your head, and pray. You might not have time to pull out your Bible or your phone to calm down. And so what I find so helpful during these times, when you're so zoned into a problem, you're so into this conflict or whatever it is, if you could take just a moment and just pause and think of the name Jesus. During that time and all the mayhem, just think Jesus and dwell on who he is. And you see how big he is, how sovereign he is. And when you see that, everything else looks a lot smaller immediately. When you see how big our God is, your problem becomes tiny. Everything becomes so much smaller. Everything starts to kind of dim out when you just think of Jesus. And that's what I do that I find so helpful. It's not any kind of mind tricks or any kind of, whatever technique you use. This is just so helpful because it makes you think. It gives you a big picture. It gives you perspective on your problem and whatever you're facing when you think of Jesus. And the second thing I do is just focus on today. Because when you start going into the problem like a lot, you start having these what if questions, like if this fails or if this relationship fails, whatever it is, what if also bleeds into tomorrow? It can bleed into the next week. And then now your mind is scattered and divided. You have these tasks to do in front of you, but 80% of your mind is being used up on the worries of tomorrow, which does absolutely no good for those problems. And you're only using 20% for today. And so, as Jesus said, don't worry about tomorrow and let tomorrow worry about itself. It has enough problems of its own. And so focus 100% on the task for today. And when I do that, that helps me so much. It takes so much of the stress out. The 80% I get back to my mind and I just focus on the task today. And it gives me way more focus, peace, and stability as I do and take care of all these tasks for today, whether it's taking your kids to some sports practice, whether you're at work doing some things like tasks or whatever it is, just focus on today. And I find myself even enjoying the difficult things I need to do today when I'm just concerned about today. And so next time you're tempted with panic or anger in a high stress situation, just first dwell on Jesus. Everything will be put into perspective then. And then just focus on today and leave tomorrow at tomorrow. God bless you.